it's completely one-sided, and
Okay,
I don't
we're
care.
here. We're ready.
Wow.
So what were you saying,
There's been
Mike?
2 separate instances now that I've gotten Chewy guest sets at my comedy shows at Acme.
Yeah, the sweetest spot of all time.
Zach
at
is
the
so
nicest
jealous.
club.
Zach
Yeah,
is so
who wouldn't
jealous.
be? It's a great spot. I've like come to those shows after, like I'll come in after the open mic or whatever. I'll come into the open mic after the open mic. Oh my god, my coworkers
Your
are
coworkers are
me.
looking at you, Zach.
They know.
You're on a business call, dude.
Yeah, I've got to call in the day. They don't know shit. Okay, but I've come to your show. I've come after the open mic or whatever. I catch the back after his set. Chewy's in the audience, and he's sitting there in the back of Acme, in the shadows. And he's man spreading, and he's glowing. He's just glowing. He's
he kills.
He's just.
He kills. That's why I keep giving him sets, Zach. He kills.
He does well. He
delivers.
I guess he kills, I guess the world's turning Chewy.
But I mean, so let's talk about the back end.
He's glowing.
Well, let's talk about the back end now, okay?
Yeah.
So I do what I can to get Chewy his sets because
Acme is huge.
Acme has cameras.
As Zach is freaking out is showing, this is kind of a big deal to go from 0 to what you're setting up.
It's a nice spot.
2 of Chewy's first 5 sets were at one of the best clubs in the country.
This is what every open micer thinks comedy is going to be like for them.
That's what it's going to be like for Chewy as long as there's a breath in my body. So 2 times now I just haven't been able to get him his sets. And he's like, you promised me you'd get me the tapes. And I was like, no, I promised you a set. And I would see if I could get you the tapes. And he's like, I need those tapes.
Okay, now I'm on Chewy's side, though, because he already did the sets, right? Acme tapes everything.
Yeah, but they have to, dump footage.
Okay, and can't you talk to the guy who, handles that?
I do, and it's already too late most of the time.
Whoa.
Because sometimes they don't even tape the guest sets.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not like I'm not trying or I'm purposely not getting Chewy his sets. It's just
Chewy, it's not like I'm not trying to not play your voicemails all the time. I'm trying. I at least have an intention.
I will say at Comedy Corner, we tape the guest sets.
Wow. Wow. So
yeah, well, Chewy, good luck getting stage time there.
Zach, are you trying to poach Chewy now?
Yeah,
Chewy wouldn't get up. They run off this algorithm where you have to affix your lips to Bob Edwards' ass. That's the algorithm. Is you got to put the Burt's Bees on your lips and pucker up for old Bobby boy. That's how you get a set there. Whereas you can just ask me, I'll get you a set whatever show I do.
Yeah, how much Burt Bees is Chewy putting on for you?
None.
Whoa.
I offered the sets to him most of the time. He doesn't even ask. I'm like, who is a comic in this scene that could benefit from doing
who is a dear friend that would
who is a dear friend? Who is someone I've known for years through this podcast program that would benefit from doing a set on one of my shows? Uber Chewy.
Who is a comic that needs to ask his wife if he can leave after 5 p.m.?
That's not true. They just have to put it on the whiteboard calendar.
And shout out Chewy, our angel, on YouTube, youtube.com/@chewies_comedy_club 3163. Chewy, I love you, bro. I'll put the link in the description. Okay?
Chewy's got 3163.
Chewy's Comedy Club. That's a nice ring to it.
Yeah, but the numbers at the end, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get you. You can fix that, Chewy.
Wait, there's no way Chewy's Comedy Club is taken, Chewy.
Yeah. Yes,
we gotta fix that. We gotta.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What's Chewy doing? Hey guys.
What isn't Chewy doing?
Well,
Hey,
Chewy sent me a couple. Oh yeah,
I'm just
very
saying.
Yeah, we see him.
No.
What the fuck? Where'd
Come
you
on,
go?
Tor.
I just took a shower. I'm all
You look
sweaty.
good,
Oh, you
dude.
look good, bro.
You're glistening,
Sorry.
Tor.
I
Get
need to
back
get
on
a
going.
camera.
haircut. This is getting gross. I need to get a haircut.
Yeah,
Tor-
I would say you need to shave a few spots there, Zach.
Okay, yeah. I have been getting like I think I'm kind of eyeing maybe August 1st or something on then.
For what?
For the end of the mustache. The mustache must end. You know.
Zach, I mean, I get it, Zach. That it's like you look up to me. It's like you grew the mustache because I had a mustache. You wear the bucket hats because I wear the bucket hats.
And I thought I would get me a guest set at Acme, but
And
it
it
hasn't
didn't.
really materialized yet.
Because you're trying too hard. You got to be like Chewy. You got to let me come to you, Zach.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
more
gotta
like
brew
Chewy,
Mike
Zach.
some beer. Or non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, brew me some
Root beer.
brew me some sparkling water.
Ooh. That's a fun thing. Like, I don't know why more breweries don't do that. Like Liftbridge Brewing, they just like make root beer and like sarsaparilla and stuff.
Well,
They're-
because successful breweries are targeting drunks.
Yeah.
I-
more,
like
more
Aaron.
lucrative market.
It's more lucrative to target someone that'll buy 12 things rather than one thing.
Yeah, for a birthday party.
I literally
For
have
anything,
a can
it does-
of
Yeah.
Liftbridge right here. I want to shout out their
Crack
root
that
beer.
open, Tor. Get on camera and crack that
It's
open.
already drank. It's already drunk. But I just want to point out.
Get on camera and
Yeah,
put
let's
the
get a
bottle
can
in your
check.
mouth.
Let's get a can
Okay.
check.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
Tor, I don't believe you.
Let's also get, a cock check next to that can. Let's get some, scale.
I've been sent pics like that. I saw a guy's that was bigger than a Monster Energy can one time.
Oh no, is that your dad?
No, fuck, no, it wasn't.
Your dad's just sending, Joe Lester's just sending.
This is what it should look like, son. This is what it should look like.
It's like the size of
I
a
just
tomato
about-
soup can.
I pounded a Monster Java and got to this. This is how it should look, son.
Before we get too far away, I
I've
do
seen
want to.
my dad's. It's like tiny and like wide.
That's what I would have expected.
Showed. Yeah, your dad
Like
has
a giant mushroom.
A
Physiology.
mushroom.
A tuna
I
can.
feel like it's not really mushroomy. I feel like it's more of like pointed. Like I feel like it's got like a weird shape at the tip.
It's like a stack of macaroons.
Okay.
It's
Does
like
it,
flat.
like, go
It's like
in and
flat.
out?
It's flat
It's
on the
ridged.
top.
It's
very
ribbed for her
ridged.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Ribbed, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's like an earthworm.
Before we
Shout
got
out
too
if you
deep into
Patreon. I will give you that photo of my dad and his phone number. You join our Patreon.
patreon.com/ILYMana. I do, before we get too far into dad dick territory, I want to point out that
Starting off
Liftbridge
hot.
Brewing, their root beer has 1.5 grams of total fat in it, which means it's really good
That's a lot of fat.
Why does root beer have fat in it?
because
That's
it's creamy.
thick. That's
It's-
Ooh,
thick.
nice.
Sarsaparilla.
That's how you know the root beer is
thick.
good.
That's how you know it's good.
It's got like an emulsifier in it. Wow. I want to know the chemistry of root beer now. I started watching the
Actually,
bear.
there's a very interesting thing. Sarsaparilla is like sarsaparilla root. Saffrol in specific was like a flavoring used in root beer until they found out it was like a carcinogen. Now they kind of like artificially recreate the flavor. But fun fact about saffrol, it is chemically analogous to MDMA. That's why it's a controlled substance. It's like it's super close to the MDMA molecule.
So
So
the
people use-
original root beer was basically MDMA.
no,
So,
no, like saffrol. No, saffrol can be used to make MDMA.
Oh,
I feel like
It's-
now,
it's not- you're not
I
gonna
heard
get-
that. I heard that on the Joe Rogan Experience one time.
Of course,
He's like, root beer's good, man. He's like, root beer's really good, man. Root beer's good, man.
That's
That's
exactly what.
No, it's a
Joe
derivative
Rogan.
of MDMA, man.
Have you checked in on him? He's I don't know.
I'm sure.
How's he
I'm
doing?
sure he's doing just.
Oh, he's building a fucking compound. He has a compound in Texas now, but he's just
Nice.
building out a whole society.
Zach, that's the comedy trip we should take, dude.
Yeah.
We should go down to the mothership.
I feel like Joe Rogan's like compound. It's like those mobile games where you're building like a bunker for the apocalypse. Like he's doing that, you know.
Zach, I
He's
think
building
your
rooms
puns
underground.
would crush at the mothership.
Oh yeah.
Here,
I should try that and
you're
kill Tony.
You're
Isn't that down there,
auditioning. You're
too?
auditioning for the mothership. I'll be Joe Rogan. Okay, man. You got a minute, man. Lay it on me,
Okay.
man.
Thanks for having. Do you want me to do my
Hurry
act?
up, man. Hurry up, man.
He's friends with Ari Shafir. Do you have any Jewish material, Zach?
Oh,
Have you seen
no,
Ari's?
I don't.
Have you seen Ari's
actually.
special Jew, man?
I'm fresh out of Jewish material. It was on sale last month.
Zach, you are 30 seconds burned into your set, dude.
Do you want? I'm not
You're
going to do my
floundering.
act of
Do
here.
your act, Zach.
Can you give me a taste, Zach? What's your act like?
Chewy would do his act, dude, and that's why he gets sets.
Okay,
what's
all right.
Chewy
What's the joke that
delivers,
you're
bro.
workshopping that isn't like complete yet, but you got an idea for one?
Oh, okay. I guess.
Come
I
on,
got
do your
something.
set, man.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds, man.
All right. One of my new hobbies now is have you ever like gone to a subreddit for a TV show that's over? Like a subreddit, the TV show's done, right? But the subreddit sticks around and people don't know what to do, right?
Good.
Like,
yeah.
I just like going to the Breaking Bad subreddit and just posting like, okay, so when's the new season coming out? You know, just stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah, that would.
That's
bomb.
the joke.
That's a joke.
That'd
Okay.
eat shit.
It does get a little.
I think
pop.
there's a kernel there.
There's,
But, like,
there's
all-
Yeah, there's a kernel like there isn't a poop.
I'm just saying that all like dead subreddits, like subreddits for dead TV shows, they're all bad except for one, which is the Sopranos subreddit because it's so wholesome and just like
you gotta
Okay.
say something like
That's a
you gotta
good-
say
yeah.
something outlandish. You gotta say something
Yeah.
like Walt Jr. could get it.
Go after
You know.
something. I would go in a different direction. I would go after something beloved. Be like, I would go on those dead subreddits to like taunt them. So I'd go to like the Firefly subreddit. Be like,
Mhm.
never getting to season 2, motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
something
do
like
like a
that.
Frasier. Do like a Frasier subreddit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like whatever happened to that dog?
It's dead.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to
exactly.
that dad?
Whatever happened to that dad? Just start bringing up actors that
Oh,
have for
yeah.
sure died.
He would come back for
That's a good one.
There's-
a reunion.
There's some teeth there, Zach. You gotta have a
There's
little
some
teeth.
You asked me for something that I'm workshopping.
Well, you gotta have a little teeth. You're like,
Oh my
when's the
God.
next season? What are you, my aunt? Come on, Zach. You're at the comedy mothership, mom.
So, go to the Sopranos
No,
subreddit. Hey,
Combative
what's
audience.
what's Gandolfini up to these days?
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
see, that's funny. Just keep bringing up dead people. Like,
That's
what's the
pretty
next
good.
That's
Black
actually a
Panther, mom?
genius bit.
I'll write that down.
Just
What's
go
Gandolfini
up on
to
stage and
these
be like,
days?
Hey, what happened to Robin Williams? That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny, dude.
Isn't it funny that his name's Gandolfini? Do you think he's a wizard?
Do you remember?
Yeah,
you
see
remember Ray
again,
Liotta?
Zach. You're getting
That's
back
tough,
into
Zach.
you're getting back into
That's
hokey
tough.
pokey. You're getting back into doing the hokey pokey, Zach. Zach, I feel like you don't even believe it's funny. You don't
Well,
even
because
believe
this is
it's
so
funny.
combative. My joke was that
You don't even believe it, dude. So
the-
how
the
am
Sopranos
I gonna
subreddit-
believe it?
the Sopranos subreddit is so genuine. People are posting stuff like, I tried gabagool today and I get it. You know, that's nice. I wish all TV shows, like old TV show subreddits, just could like have that kind of pure joy for what they, what they experienced, right? Like someone just posts on the Game of Thrones subreddit, like, I tried having sex with my sister today. And you know what? I get it.
Ooh, there you go. Is that the joke?
That's the punchline.
Oh, there you
That's the
go.
joke that you fucked your sister.
That like the guy did. 'cause
nice. I
That's
like
what they
that.
do in the show. I
You
don't
gotta
know.
say you did that, Zach.
No,
And then
why
you go
not?
like, cause I had relations with my sister.
Oh my god.
And then you go into that act out.
All right, this is one of the worst ones. This is the ones I was hoping that I would find a direction for, and I did find the Gandolfini thing. So thanks, Tor. That is
No,
fine.
I gave you the direction of like the people are dead.
Okay, that is okay. Fine.
then
We'll
Tor-
give
and
half
then-
credit.
And then Tor riffed off of me. So I ate it and Tor seed it.
Okay.
Hey,
There you
Zach,
go.
have you ever
That's the
been in
writing.
a writing session, dude?
Not really.
Have you ever gotten down to the brass tacks?
We did. I think one time, like I was invited to come to like one of your little like writing soiree things that happened. But I don't think any writing actually got done.
Soiree.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound like me. I've never thrown a writing soiree in my life.
You used to invite people over to like write, and like one time I came.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you?
Fuck no. I need as few people as possible at my house.
Let me pull out the old material book.
Okay, let's go
Whatever
through some of Zach's
Brittany
other
Murphy?
ones.
I really liked Luann.
Oh. No.
Tor, you got to come out of retirement, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Tor. Come on, Tor.
All right, so while Zach's going through his other hokey pokies, should I kind of set up our episode theme? Theme.
Let me jump in queue.
Right
before that. While Zach's getting his old material, and we're about to launch into some new material. Sandwiched between there, we have some voice messages. The illustrious voice message machine.
Oh boy.
And I am under strict orders to play them, or my family will be murdered. So here's one.
This is Shaggy the Sasquatch. I got into a fight with a monkey and he threw poop at me. That shit was bananas. Sasquatch out.
See, this is like a Zach joke.
That was a solidly executed pun.
Sasquatch would get along.
You should write with Shaggy the Sasquatch, dude, because you guys would tag each other.
It's Shaggy and Kaggy, the comedy duo.
That would work at the mothership.
Shaggy and Kaggy present Punamania at the comedy mothership.
Maybe
Shaggy and Kaggy present Pundemonium 2K23 only at Joe Rogan's.
That would be a great poster or t-shirt.
Is that what it's actually called? Is it actually called the Mothership?
Yeah, that's his comedy store.
Zach, it's the talk of the comedy world, dude.
I don't know.
Stand-up comic, Zach. I mean, you're laying your best material out here.
I'm not. It's not my best material. This is just.
I'd say it's up there. I'd say it's top 3.
All right, let's try one more. Oh, I wanted to say though, it's the 5th of July today. We're recording on the 5th of July. This has to be referenced. I'm recording in my office because we had to go to work today. The 5th of July fucking sucks. Like the 4th of July ain't that good. First of all, as a holiday, like there's plenty of other barbecue holidays. I had a barbecue for Labor Day and Memorial Day. It's not that different, except that
Is this a bit? Are you shoehorning a bit in now, Zach? Because this sounds like a premise to one of your bits.
It does sound like a premise, but it's just a complaint, which is that.
But that blends in with like your act, though. So you gotta let us know.
Okay, I was with you for a second, Zach. Fireworks are great.
Boo!
Fireworks rule. Suck. Today rocked. I went golfing and did nothing.
Yeah, because you don't work. I had to work.
Whoa.
That's a writer.
Just because I love what I do, Zach. Just because I love what I do doesn't mean it's not work.
If you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's right, Zach, and that's what I do. I go golfing, and then I get my work done, okay?
I don't know if that's going to fly at the
it's flying. Buddy, I'm flying high.
Yeah,
you can have Mike hit some dingers in your office.
You should bring me in to hit some dingers in your office. That would liven it up. Look at all that glass in there.
Yeah. You can redecorate a little bit.
Going.
All
right, Zach. What's this other bit? So you did your July 5th bit. That needs some work. So what's this other one?
I just think July 5th. The other thing is July 4th, you're getting hot dogs anywhere. You show up any place, they give you a hot dog. At work, not a single hot dog to be found.
See, that's a bit, Zach.
That's a good bit.
That's
hot
a
dogs
good
are
bit.
Phallic, you can probably.
That's a good bit. You're like, oh, can I give you this hot dog? Then you do that. You're like, oh, can I? Then you like hold your jug. You're like, can I give you this hot dog? It's the 5th of July. It's the 5th of July. It's the only hot dog you're getting, buddy.
You'd be
and then do a really funny
with
face.
hot dogs. Like it's Halloween. You just go to other people's house and get a hot dog.
Yeah, I would love that.
Is this an HR incident? I got a hot dog.
Everyone's got hot dog leftovers, right? No one's eating all their hot dogs.
I ate them all.
Okay, how many did you have?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Okay, I got a bunch at home though, so I gotta freeze.
Zach, what are you complaining about? Bring the hot dogs to work.
Because I gotta go. I'm going to a dinner after this. I'm meeting a friend. It's a whole thing.
You're gonna eat hot dogs?
That
Pardon?
sounds tough.
You're
Got
gonna
all
eat
the
hot
hot dogs in the world. You got a dinner with your friend. Yeah, life is tough for you.
Where are you and
I know,
Aaron
right?
going to dinner, Zach?
No, it's not Aaron. It's not Aaron. I'm mad at Aaron. Well, I'm annoyed with him.
What's going on with Aaron? See, this is funny. What's going on with Aaron, dude?
Well, because Aaron called me and like he texted me.
That's
He
how
said,
it
"I'm
starts.
sad." He said, "I'm sad." He on the 3rd. He said, "Oh, I'm sad because they're gonna cancel my like uncle's barbecue because it was gonna rain." And his aunt.
But they
or
didn't.
whatever,
He went.
That's the thing. They didn't cancel it. The rain was.
Why
in the
are you
morning.
mad that your friend got to be with his family, dude?
No, because he would call me. He was sad. He was like, "Oh, I don't have anywhere to go." And I invited him to my neighbor's thing that Nina and I were going to.
Yeah, but your neighbor's thing sucks. They serve like unseasoned food.
It's the food has seasoning. We went late when the food was cold, so of course it was not as good the last time we went. We went
See,
after.
I feel like this is a bit again. You're wedging bits in again.
Yeah, there's a lot of preamble.
I don't want to burn more material on here.
What are you burning it for?
So Aaron said that he was going to come, and then at the last minute he was like, "I'm not going to come. I'm going to go to my family thing." But he didn't tell me. I had to he was supposed to be here at 4:30, and I texted him at 4 and I said, "Hey, are you coming or no?" And he's like, "No, I'm not coming." But just tell me. Tell me instead of
because you had to go all the way.
I got
get
ghosted
him, right?
by Aaron.
Well, Zach. Well, maybe you should.
Sad.
Maybe you should.
Sad because I can't get a hot dog.
That's not nice,
I'm
dude.
sad.
Aaron's your platonic life partner. Dude.
Aaron needs a kick in the pants, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Aaron can learn to text a friend and let him know about changes in plans. That's what he can do.
Wow, I feel like this is more than just this party thing. I feel like there's more bubbling underneath. It's never just one thing.
It's never just one thing.
That's true. That's always
It's
true.
an amalgamation. So what else do you not like about Aaron?
No, Aaron's my friend. I was just frustrated about this one thing.
Well, why is he in the doghouse with you? Why is he in the doghouse? This is much more interesting than you reading out of your little moleskin, okay?
Yeah. What if your whole set was just you talking about your relationship with Aaron and airing out your grievances?
You and Aaron should do a 2-man show. Ooh. That's how you blow up.
Wow. I'm not sure if I'm ready to tie my career to Aaron's ship.
What are you talking about? Tying what, Zach? You're already tethered by the wiener to each other. You're tethered. You're basically tethered by the penis to each other. So
we're going down to the bottom of the ocean. We're going to be hanging out by the Titanic and that crushed submarine. Okay. Should we?
My dogs are barking.
So I've been.
Did you know that there's actually Nathan's Hot Dogs restaurants? There's one in
really. Yeah. Where are those, Tor?
The one I found is in Houston, I think.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
No,
we
Dallas.
gotta have a second screen just for what Tor's.
We need to have a Tor screen. Can we have a 5th Tor screen?
Yeah, it's like that X-ray on Amazon where you just learn different facts.
I'm not that angry at Aaron, but I am frustrated by. Also, he does this thing that's really annoying to me.
What are the top 3 things that annoy you right now with Aaron?
Oh, that's part of my game show later. That's part of my game show. But yeah, tell us, Zach, because it doesn't have to do with it.
One, he texts me he'll text me sup or whatever. And if you want to hang out, just say, "Hey, I'm doing this. Do you want to come do this?" Be direct. Don't be sup or like he's just too like vague and non-committal about like making plans.
Because you have a lot. You're a busy guy. You have a lot of plans.
I do.
You got a lot going on. Like you got dinner with Aaron tonight. You got
time with Aaron.
You got movies. You got movies with Aaron tomorrow, and then you got beers on the patio with Aaron.
I do need to see Asteroid City. That I don't even think Aaron wants to see that. Which personally, I'm cool with.
Yeah, no one does. It's bombing.
What's Aaron's view on Wes Anderson?
I don't think. Here, I'll text him. I don't think he likes Wes Anderson.
See now you guys are back. You're back like where you left off.
Yeah,
you're talking. So
Tor,
we were never not talking. I was just frustrated about his behavior on the 4th. That's all. And I still have a beer for you.
Tell him that. Don't hold it in. That's
not healthy, dude.
Yeah, that's not healthy, especially
for not healthy for
important relationships. Yeah.
Zach, this is like your number one relationship in your life. You can't be holding this stuff in. Yes, it is, Zach. Zach.
There's like 2 or 3 above those.
How do you think Aaron feels about that?
Yeah, Zach.
Aaron
that's
has
a
like
slap to his innocent little face.
Aaron has like 3 more friends that are higher tier than me, and he tells me.
You guys got tier list.
Yeah. I'm not Aaron.
You're such children.
I'm not Aaron's best friend.
Oh, God, that hurt my soul to hear.
Dude, you're
like 3 friends that are higher tier than me.
See, this is good material, Zach.
You're not even a pack one, pick one.
I know.
Damn, that's a good, nice.
I'm like maybe a top tier common.
You're like a wheel.
Whatever.
Wow.
Zach's like a fancy land you get just cause.
Yeah.
Zach's like a fancy land that doesn't even fit in your deck. You just want to bling it out a little.
So you're saying I'm pretty. That's nice.
Yeah, you just got to shave. Yeah. Then you're good.
And that's what I'm saying. August 1st, the mustache must end.
Why is it August 1st, though? I don't understand
I need to make some content. I need to make content about the end of the mustache because I've got a lot of mustache jokes that are going in my act now. And like,
speaking of your act, let's get to the joke.
I have no facial hair jokes.
Do you want to hear a mustache joke?
Yes.
Okay. So it sucks being a millennial because we can't even afford like good midlife crises, right? Like, we're too poor to afford. Like,
you think this is the middle of your life right now?
No, but like when it comes, like millennials, when we have our midlife crisis,
Zach, but you can. Yeah, you can afford it, Zach. You have no bills. You have no bills. You have no bills. Joke. You make a high 5 figures a year.
No, I don't.
You have no bills, bro. You can afford it. You're gonna be like a millionaire by the middle of your life.
Zach, you did try out this joke construction on Twitter. I was
gonna say this is a tweet I saw.
It's hard to. It's like kind of a hard concept because millennials, we're not middle age yet, so you have to kind of.
You're implying that we're all gonna die in our 60s.
Okay.
Which I mean is probably true.
Probably true to be honest.
3/4 of the people in
this. Here's the thing. Comedy relies on
tell me what comedy relies on.
On a sort of suspension of logic, and like you're enjoying that the results of improper logic, of a discongruity. You're not supposed to be inspecting and like putting the joke under.
Zach, that's what you do with everything, though.
Yeah, well, I'm realizing that's not a great behavior myself.
Zach, that's what you. So you're going against your own instincts, so that makes it cap.
So, okay, let me just do this premise.
This is a very nice hot dog place.
Yeah, this is nice.
Honestly,
Nathan's famous hot dog.
Dude, we're eating tacos tonight. God, I wish I was having a hot dog.
Who are you going to dinner with? Is it Aaron?
No, it's one of my childhood best friends and
Sam Islandfeld.
A friend of Sam Islandfeld from school. And he hasn't never met Nina, so this is sort of
that's nice.
It's gonna be a nice little meet and greet. But they have kids, so it's like hard to like.
Well, at least he'll enjoy Nina's company.
it's one of those things. I'm just gonna ignore that. It's one of those things where, like,
at least he'll have a nice unjudged chat with Nina.
He's like, because he's sort of farther along in the development of life than me, because he's married, he's got
How
2
so?
kids.
Why does that matter? How's that developed life?
Well, I mean that these are stages of a relationship.
These are stages of deterioration. These are stages of deterioration. These are archaic tropes.
Conceptions.
Mike,
that you're conned into. Don't dox me.
You're getting married.
Yeah, but I'm not having kids.
Okay, that's their decision. I'm just saying that it feels like it's a more mature step in a relationship than I've ever had.
So are you gonna marry Nina?
That's not. I mean,
are we soft launching the engagement? Yes.
Oh my god.
No, Zach.
Zach's getting grilled. Speaking of barbecue, Zach's getting grilled this episode.
Nina's been probably on such a roller coaster this episode. If she's listening, she might listen.
I hope she's watching on
Nina.
YouTube.
But like when I like criticize Aaron's behavior on the 4th of July, she was probably like, "Yeah, he's standing up for himself." And now she's like, "Oh boy,
for herself."
Oh, for himself. Sorry.
Yeah, Zach. Does Nina take Aaron's side?
No, she takes my side. She's very kind to me. I gotta say, she's very kind.
But don't you think that sometimes that could be a disservice to you?
Bias to push me to be a little
so
bit
biased.
Oh, that like is a disservice to me because
being biased, not leading to your own spiritual growth.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's nice to have a partner that like wants to see you thrive and wants to support you.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
there's a balance of like being a ride or die for your partner, no matter what happens, and then also being real with them.
So like a caretaker.
No, Nina has been real with me in the past about things that.
Be specific, like when.
Oh no!
Give me an example.
See, this is workshopping your joke, Zach.
All right,
Zach,
let's get back to that. Let's get back to that.
Funny.
We're trolling through your life.
Okay,
crawling through your life.
So millennials, right? When our midlife crisis,
Zach, the millennial thing is kind of played out. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Bro, start by saying, "Are there any millennials here tonight?" And then there'll be some people.
And then there's going to be like 5 defeated woos.
Yes,
and then someone's going to wet cough because none of us can afford health insurance. Except
and then you go like, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like our, millennials, like, go through the joke.
Go through the joke. I'll play the crowd.
Okay. We're so defeated.
Ask if the millennials are here.
Hey, we got any millennials here tonight?
I'm a millennial.
See there we are.
I'm a millennial, dude. What's up?
Man, how do you?
Zach, you're being heckled.
Being a millennial sucks.
Why? I like my life.
All right, sir. I'll get to it.
I like my life a lot. Maybe you should look inwards instead of blaming a whole generation, bro.
I have a backyard pool.
My friend here has a backyard pool he lets me swim in.
Yeah, you ever just lay out by a pool?
It's nice. I like being a millennial. What's your problem with it, dude? Don't you work at Dow Jones?
All right.
God damn it.
All right.
Don't you have a good job?
Belly, make a 34 minutes.
Is it like everyone is like has a huge amount of student debt? And
I don't have debt.
Good for you.
You're an outlier.
Dude.
Not really.
You're Malcolm Gladwell's outliers over here.
Who's that?
He's a guy that was on the Lolita Express.
What?
What's the Lolita Express?
What's that?
What's that?
Is that a train?
Laying out by my pool to care about all that stuff.
Oh, now my other buddy Belly's here. He doesn't know much about stupid.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Yeah, I got my son belly
Well, you're
here.
a baby. You're not even Gen Z.
Don't
Do a
yell
joke
at my
about
kid, dude.
sunscreen.
Don't yell at my kid, dude. I snuck him in here. He loves Matt Rife.
Who's
My
Matt
son
Rife?
loves Matt Rife. He's
Who's
the
Matt-
most popular comic on the planet. I thought you were a stand-up, dude.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to watch something and I didn't. Okay, so millennials, we're so poor. Even our midlife crises are going to be disappointing, right?
I'm not poor.
Like my dad bought a Corvette when he turned 50, right?
Did he?
But
What kind?
No, he didn't. But that would be nice. He did at one point buy a used convertible of some kind.
See, that's funnier, Zach.
No.
The whole bit is how your dad bought a used convertible for his midlife crisis.
Yeah.
That is real. That is you're trimming the fat off the premise.
What?
There's so much runway just to crash a plane.
There's a lot of runway.
No,
There's so much runway.
antagonistic the whole time.
There's
Well,
a lot
Zach,
of runway.
you gotta be ready for the crowds. The crowds are animals now, Zach.
My
Just do a
dad
joke about how sunscreen smells funny.
There's
Oh,
a
I've seen
real
this
comic.
guy.
There's a real comic.
My dad, he got a convertible when he turned 50. He felt the wind in his hair. And I'm growing this mustache. I feel my hair in my nose.
You feel the wind.
There's something there.
Now, Belly, what kind of laugh is that?
I don't know. I made it out of undying love for Zach.
So Zach,
Shut up.
Zach, you went all that way for that?
Because you were fighting me the whole way. Also, here's the tag to it, right? You know, my friend told me, "Oh, I've got a software engineering job. I could save up. I could afford a convertible. I'm not trying to buy a convertible, you know? That's like for a sucker. That's not a rich guy's car. I'm trying to save up for a submarine."
Well, Zach, you don't know how to drive a car.
I could drive a car. My driver's license is punched right now. But that's something.
So legally, you can't. See, Zach, there's all these real elements that are so much funnier. It's like your dad
I do
buying
have a driver's
convertible.
license, but it's like I'm getting my real ID, and it's like taking a long time to process. It's all very, very interesting.
So, Zach, I would say this needs some work.
Yeah. I guess, I'm not a comedian, but I'm an audience member. I'm a small baby. I guess, mustache is your midlife crisis. Growing
I'm cradling
mustache
my
is your
baby.
Yes,
and I'm like, what do you think of this set, son? Okay, let me know.
So the mustache is your convertible.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
I guess
idea.
it's just like
But
you
it's
have
true.
the mustache now, so it's like so now's your midlife. I'm just.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
struggling.
looking at the AI thing and the geopolitical climate, we're all kind of at an end of life crisis right now.
That's true.
All right.
Maybe that's a funner route. Yeah.
Right.
We're all kind of. Oh, you doing another one?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try one more. I'm gonna try one more, and then
we can do reality shows next week.
No, we
No,
gotta do it. We have to do it this week.
Why? Why do we have to? Well, Zach, why are you running bits by us?
Because you challenged me now, and I'm like, with you guys, I'm 0 for 2. Although I'm never gonna get one because it's the odds are stacked against me.
Why are they stacked against
It's
you?
like a carnival game where the milk bottles are glued to the bottom, and it's impossible to knock them down.
What the fuck are you talking about? The carnival game,
Yeah,
Zach?
it's all a ruse.
Zach, no one goes to carnivals anymore. They put on their VR headsets.
It's this whole situation where Chewy will get the primo
Here we
spots
go.
at Acme for his kidneys joke, and Zach is just a hack with terrible material that doesn't even pass the smell test. Sure,
that Tor was entering in AI.
Yeah. Folks, you really need to be on YouTube. It really adds
I wasn't paying
just
attention.
another pitch. You can see all of our beautiful faces.
See, Zach, that's part of comedy
Mustaches.
too. You have to be present in the moment, Zach. You got to be in the moment.
Zach, I like it. I like it.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
We're among friends. The best of friends.
No, you don't. See, you should say that on stage. That'd be funny. when you start getting booed.
I don't get booed. People like me.
You will if I come to a show.
God damn it.
Okay, can we get to the concept?
Yeah, sure. I'm done with this. If you want my material, come watch my act.
Oh,
pay me some money.
Oh, Zach.
There you go.
Zach, do you want a guest set?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I have no shows coming up. All right, so
You can't do this, bitch.
So, lads, a few times to great success, we did a design a set episode, right? Where we as a group or maybe individually would come and build a Magic the Gathering set. Lately, it seems like most of us, or 3/4 of us, have been into reality television. So I figured what greater joy could be experienced between the Holy Quartet than designing a loosely MTG-themed reality show together. Now, to kick us off, we don't need to get into brainstorming right away. We can get into kind of the incubation stages. What have we been watching lately, reality television-wise? Belly, I know you've been kind of binging a show. You want to talk about the show you've been binging?
Oh, yeah. I have been on the Alone grind. Alone, the History Channel's hit new reality. Well, it's not new. 10 seasons.
That's
reality
the thing.
show.
All of these reality shows, when you find them, there's 12 seasons of them. It's the same one I just discovered.
They've been going. It's amazing. The concept of Alone is 10. Well, I think 10 contestants are dropped basically in the middle of nowhere, usually very remote Canada or Alaska, and they are forced to try to survive as long as possible alone. They can bring a certain amount of items that everyone brings, like a med kit and a tarp, and then they have 10 items that they can choose to bring, 10 personal items. So a lot of them bring a bow and arrow, like bows and a quiver. So that's already like 2 items.
For what?
Except for hunting. They have to do everything.
You gotta find food?
They gotta build their shelter. They gotta find their food. Yeah.
Hour 1, I'm tapping out.
Your father would probably be a great contestant.
He would thrive.
He would thrive.
Body fat alone, he could probably just not eat and be fine and outlast everyone.
There was no spoilers. A season I just finished binging. A contestant gained 60 pounds in preparation by drinking milk spliced with olive oil, just to gain the most fatty weight possible as like a fat storage.
How did that not just like
contestant
right
did
out his
pretty
ass?
well? The contestant did pretty well.
Did he just have diarrhea constantly then?
I don't know. He was
the milk olives.
They were a psychopath. But yeah, so I started watching Alone. Actually, another shout out on Herbie, Level 99 Herbie's Twitch channel. He was just watching it late one night, and it got me hooked. So that's kind of the concept. That's what I've been binging.
So is it kind of like Naked and Afraid adjacent?
I think so. Yeah. Very, very similar.
And so, like, do they know, like, if their goal is to, like, kind of last the longest? It's kind of like that, like, you know, keep your hand on the car for long as possible, right?
Yeah.
So do they know how many other contestants are?
No, that's what's interesting. You only know if you are the last one or if you tap out, obviously. So
can you like run in? Can you run into other contestants?
No, I think they did this on purpose. Each contestant, you have like a 5-mile radius that's just yours.
I would immediately try to find someone else
and kill them, eat them.
Yeah. I would kill the other contestants to be the last one.
Yeah. They have like a GPS tracker on them that I guess that beeps when they're getting at the like ends of their area.
I would like give me a handgun and I'd be like, how many other contestants are there?
You would bring a handgun.
9, and I'd be like, those many.
Is Tor doing AI generation with hot dogs?
Yeah. I promise you, I am paying attention, but I'm just giving you a little background.
This is
now
Tor's second screen.
How do we think we would prepare for that show? Like, what kind of diet? That's what interests me. It's like milk and olive oil. That interests me. It's like, how would you pack on the pounds to be on Alone? Zach, how would you do it?
Oh, I would not do it. That seems terrible.
Good riff. Okay, Belly, how would you do it?
Shut up! One, shut up, Mike. And two, like, if I had to do it, I would do raisins and peanuts because that gives you fat. I guess maybe gives you too much sugar.
That's so many raisins and peanuts.
Dude, you have to eat
but I like it, yeah.
Peanuts. I could house peanuts.
You'd be shitting salted nut rolls, Zach.
You'd be fucking, shitting your guts out drinking olive oil.
Yeah. So on that note, I would eat just rice because that's what I eat anyway. But I would just up it like I would eat probably.
But you need fat content.
I know, spliced with butter or olive oil. Okay. Just butter rice.
I have an idea I have an idea for a show. Instead of Naked and Afraid, it's called Naked and Ecstatic, and you put me naked behind the Culvers. And I'm just happy as hell naked, like stealing out of their dumpster every day.
Stealing butter burgers.
Yeah, they should do like an urban Alone where you just dropped in with nothing.
You drop Zach's mom into like downtown Atlanta.
I'm pitching a prequel show to Naked and Afraid. It's called Clothed and Curious.
Jesus Christ. I will say this is giving me
maybe I will be on this TV show. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe I can survive.
See, you could try that, Zach.
I do. It's a bit. It is a bit.
My idea.
I worked it naturally.
My idea for like these reality, like the kernel of like the basis of the reality show, like MTG themed wise, like that I'm thinking of, is there's got to be some threatened, like a really expensive card has to be at risk of being destroyed, like a Black Lotus or like one of the Moxes. And that's why I think like we take like the Alone concept and we send a dude or a lady out naked without any supplies. And one Black Lotus.
We have to keep that.
I like
and they have to not only survive, they have to keep the Black Lotus from completely degrading for like 30 days.
They need to go from like the wilds of Washington to Card Kingdom. They need to travel like 150 miles.
You can't physically hold it. You can't hold it in your hands. You have to hold it between your butt cheeks.
That was another idea.
It's in a sleeve. It's in a sleeve, though.
No, it's unsleeved. It's got to be. So you got to keep your butt cheeks very clean.
Okay. All right.
I have another idea for a reality show. It's called The Union Will Be Crushed. And it's kind of like a Squid Games reality show where we pit the higher-ups of Card Kingdom against the workers. And it's pretty much we send them through a series of Squid Game-like tests. And in the end, the union is crushed.
So basically, it's like Mr. Beast.
Oh, reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out our last ep and the amazing guest, Liz.
No, but I think putting a bunch of MTG creators through a Squid Games type thing, that'd be funny. But it's like, what do they win?
Yeah, what do you win on Alone? Like the money you win on Naked and Afraid is not that much. Like, what do you win on Alone?
So for most of the seasons, it's been $500,000, and then they did a special season 7, where they did. You not only had to outlast everyone, you also had to make it to 100 days.
No, dude,
100 days in the wilderness, and that was $1 million.
After taxes, though, that's like
After
the government's
taxes,
taking like $400,000.
So it's really like 200,000 and 600,000.
Yeah. Do you want to guess how much money the contestants on Naked and Afraid get paid if they last the full time?
I will guess $100,000.
Yeah, I'll guess
$100K.
You guys are so off.
What is it?
$5,000.
Oh my god!
Where are they finding
Fish Tank made 6 times that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what an individual gets. Reading, if you Google,
are these like the fucking dredges of society that are on Naked and Afraid?
The winner of Naked and Afraid takes home a lump sum of about $5,000. This is additional to other perks and benefits that all contestants enjoy, which include bragging rights they might use to market themselves or their business. Or
you're not going to get a sponsorship deal after being naked out in the wild. Like what brand is going to want to partner? Like REI, is REI going to want to partner with the guy that had his dingling out on network TV for weeks?
I walked around naked in the woods. Can I have this
I'm looking
management level career?
Are they blurred out in the TV show?
Yes.
Oh my god! So it's just so much blur for the whole TV show. That's it. That would probably be a good editing gig. You just have work in front.
I don't think so. Just having to look at that all day and edit
but kind of mindless. But they need it done. You know what I mean?
It's like, you gotta make it
be done.
Maybe AI can work on that.
The editor on that show must be so horny.
Ooh, this I can get behind. This kind of looks like Mike's dad's penis.
Yeah, this is actually what.
Too long.
We were too long. Okay.
Too long.
About half that?
Nah, not even.
Okay. So what are the other reality shows we're working with?
Well, so here's the thing that I was like trying to grapple with. Like I was thinking, like the carrot and the stick where you put a stick and you put a carrot on a stick and you dangle it in front of a donkey it goes forward and walks
Everyone
forward.
loves that reality show where we have a carrot on a stick dangled in front of a donkey.
That's a great reality show.
That is a great reality show. You lead like vegans off a cliff.
No, I was thinking like donkey racing, but with carrots and sticks.
Oh, so this is kind of like a Discovery Plus show.
Yeah, probably.
Like Big Royalty.
This sounds like an A&E show.
Here's the issue.
Donkey racing this fall on A&E. After intervention.
You rig up that type of contraption, but you put like a Black Lotus on the end of it or whatever, and then you give like all the contestants like swords.
I think
they try to slice up their opponent's Black Lotus, and the person who wins gets to keep
You're giving
like
MTG players too much credit. You could put like a hot pocket on the end of the stick, and they'd probably, fight just as hard.
You could put a $2 uncommon.
Like, have you seen the baseline of Zach's friends? Like these pre-releases. You put a
shout out Wednesday night Sisyphus draft.
You put a growler of beer on the end of the stick. They're gonna fight to the death for it.
Well, this
is not
explicitly MPG themed,
So Tor, I thought you were gonna, instead of creating your own reality show, talk about the show you were obsessed with.
Fish Tank.
Did Fish Tank end?
Yeah, dude, it ended a while ago. It's I'm free of it, so I don't have to think about it anymore.
Well, Tor, how about this? Give me 30 seconds. Advocate for yourself to be on the next season of Fish Tank, because I think you'd be a great contestant just from the little clips I saw of you. So what would make you the perfect Fish Tank contestant?
I don't know. You guys like to bring in like doubles of people, and I guess I could be the double of Sam Hyde or something like that. I could be because I kind of
so you just want to be a double.
Face. No, I don't think I would want to be on the show, but it's like, because like literally like there was, it got to a point where there's people were just like throwing like their shit at each other. Well, not quite that bad, but they were throwing like piss, like peeing on each other's beds, like just the most depraved shit ever. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not super interested in that. Did I lose you guys?
No, we're here.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't know, dude. I'm kind of bummed. It just seems like the perfect show.
I think you could do it, Tor. I believe in you.
So many.
I also feel like they're gonna have trouble recapturing like the magic of season 1, just like the complete insanity of it.
of finding out there was a like pederast on the show.
Yeah, that, and just like, I mean,
you can bring like, another pederast.
I guess it just. We got it a little more like
but that's been done already, Mike.
Oh, yeah, dude, bring two on.
His own fucking, reality show.
Bring a gaggle of them on.
Sex Offender Island. Oh wait, they already have that. It's called Little St. James. No,
the host is Malcolm Gladwell.
Ooh.
The host is Chris D'Elia.
Oh God.
The host is Chris D'Elia.
Okay, so a lot of these reality shows I've noticed, because my neighbor, she watches a lot of like reality shows.
Wait, are you like peeping Tomming her? How do you know this?
How do you know that?
We
went
you
were
over,
talking at the barbecue?
Yeah, at that barbecue. She had some reality TV on. She likes Naked and Afraid quite a bit. She also watches these other reality shows. A lot of them on like TLC and stuff. A lot of them are like different families and like how like sort of non-traditional or unconventional families live their lives. You know, families with like maybe a lot of children, or
like Little People Big World.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
that show because they were so little.
So I feel like you could do something like that with like Magic, fans, like people who have like, crazy collections, or like they maybe a family that works at a game store, their experience of like spending so much of their money on like, like having your college fund put up in Magic cards.
You could call it like Smelly Butt Cracks Rare Cards. And then like the B-roll is just like crack shots of people sitting at tables playing Magic. And then you interview a guy and he's like, yeah, I come to every pre-release and no one likes to play with me as much anymore because I like to eat between my rounds. And one time I stained a card and my friend Grant got mad at me.
Did you guys know
I think we could workshop it.
Smelly Butt Cracks Rare Cards, dude. It writes itself.
So I feel like, Zach, what I'm hearing from you is like, I definitely categorize TLC shows as like laughing at the people. It's not like laughing with the content. It's like no freaks.
No reality television is laughing with. That's why it's so good. You're laughing at. Well,
I'm rooting for the contestants alone.
I'm not.
Like,
what about like the Masked Singer? It's exciting to see like the costumes.
A good example of like something I've been watching lately is this show called 4 Weddings. Have you ever heard of this show?
At a funeral?
I think so.
So 4 brides. 3 of the brides go to one of the bride's weddings. So they alternate. 3 of the brides go to one of the bride's wedding, and then they secretly rate the bride's wedding, but they can't rate their own. And at the end, one of the brides wins a honeymoon.
Okay.
And they just absolutely destroy each other on it. Like
grading like 2.
Yeah, exactly. It's like out of 10 and like, yeah, some of the guests at Trisha's wedding during the dancing kept grabbing me.
How do you rate someone off of the guests?
Exactly.
That's the thing. You can rate them off anything.
Okay. So then what's to stop you from giving all the other brides zeros and just being
you can't. You got to rate them 1 to 3. 1 through 10 is the rating scale, but you need a first, second, and third. You can't give them zeros.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
A lot of 4s given out, though. A lot of undeserved 4s given out.
Why? So what's compelling about it, Mike? Just the depths of pettiness that people...
I liked watching the most wonderful day of someone's life get ripped to shreds.
But also, it's not like Bridezillas, I can imagine, because it's not like someone freaking out at a wedding. They're having a nice wedding, but they're also encouraging these people to be petty, which is like a fun, you can enjoy the wedding for what it is, and then you get to enjoy the pettiness. That's the kind of the 1-2 punch of it.
But it's easy to be petty though, because it's like a lot of weddings, they miss the mark, right? It's like one lady docked this other lady like 4 points because her fish tasted too fishy.
Guys,
and that eliminated her from contention for the secret honeymoon. And that lady that got absolutely railroaded by the other lady, she rated her wedding very high.
Wow, so some backstabbing.
There's some backstabbing.
Where is this honeymoon? Do we know?
Most of them are in Jamaica.
How do you even... Yeah, that's such a... Do they interact with each other? Are they like... Are they...
They do, and they're talking shit the whole time. A lot of times, if it's an outdoor wedding, it'll like be too hot or too cold, so you're just watching these fucking bitches roast under the sun.
And they're pissed.
And they're like, God, is there no tent? Where's the tent?
This is such an interesting strategy. Like, I don't understand how you would win. There's like almost
it's
no
on Max.
strategy.
It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
Check it out.
The one to watch for HBO.
There's 10 seasons of it.
So, hey, guys, I have made a discovery.
Mm-hmm.
There is a hot dog reality show.
Oh.
Okay, and
called
what's
the Wiener Circle, and I can only find it on one place, and that's Sling TV. But I do have the episode guide, and it looks like it made it 6 episodes before being canceled. An unscripted series following the goings-on at a Chicago hot dog emporium. In the premiere episode, crew chief Poochie loses her cool with an inebriated customer who starts tossing stuff around.
I feel like the reason the show ending is because there was like a shooting at the store.
This is basically the plot of the Bear.
Poochie was arrested.
Employees cut a customer's hair in store, unaware that health inspector is planning a visit.
We gotta find this show.
Dude, we gotta do a watch along.
Account. That's the only place I can find it.
I'll get one, and we can watch it for Patreon.
Battle of the Dogs. The crew members compete against one another for a cash prize and a challenge to create a new hot dog for the restaurant.
Belly, could we group watch this together?
Of course. Yeah, we could figure out a way. We could do it with our patrons. Something. We could do something fun.
We have got to do Wiener Wars.
God, I'm so hungry.
All's fair in love and dogs. A secret admirer sends bizarre gifts to Erica.
Oh, that's why it ended.
That's the last episode.
This is why it ended. I know why it ended now.
I need to know what Poochie looks like. I need to know.
A guy sent a shit in a box to an employee.
Wiener Circle. I do think whatever show we create should have some sort of food incorporated into it.
I feel like that you should
make
people eat magic cards.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like some reality shows are just like, cooking shows, which are really fun, but they're not like, they don't have the same, I guess they can't have the same kind of drama.
That's good, Zach. You have to incorporate magic cards into
your recipe.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Okay, what about, there's this whole big thing about the One Ring. The One Ring was found by apparently a retail worker in Toronto, and it's the end of this big hunt for the One Ring. I wonder if the next time they have this kind of hunt for a chase magic card, you get some cameras on there. Maybe you this could be an idea. Maybe there's one chase card that's in a pack in a warehouse. We get the Card Kingdom warehouse, but it's in one of the packs, and the contestants don't know which one. So they need to compete to earn packs to open to try to find this chase card.
Zach, I like it, but I'll simplify it for you. You have the One Ring, right? But not only is there one ring, you Willy Wonka this shit. You get a special tour of Mark Rosewater's house.
Okay.
Yeah, his garage.
You get to stay with Mark Rosewater for a week and ride with him to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
See, I kind of like the idea, guys, but I feel like you're neglecting the most important part of a reality show, which is vileness.
So there will be vileness, Tor. There will be vileness because we're gonna rip
the sequel to There Will Be Blood. There will be vileness.
We're gonna pick an absolute soak to win the card, and then have him wreck Mark Rosewater's house.
Well, that's a good idea.
On the ride to work, he'll be like, "Can we just have some peace on the ride to work?" And the guy will be grabbing the steering wheel and trying to merge him into traffic and stuff.
I do kind of like that. Here's kind of what I got. I have an idea.
Joe Lester finds the card, and we send him to Mark Rosewater's house.
I kind of pushes Mark.
I have this idea where we make a fake One Ring, type card, a fake chase card, right? And we put it in a pack, and we put it in the game LGS, and we we give it to somebody who wins the tournament or whatever, and there's cameras filming the whole thing, right? And he opens up that fucking chase card. He's like, guys, check it out! I opened up the gray Gazuga. It's the new great artifact.
Yeah, the gray Gazuga.
The gray Gazuga.
Gathering around. Yeah. They're just admiring this, and then we push a button, and the card self-immolates in front of everyone.
That's pretty good.
I feel like you take it even a step forward. So you line the card with plastic explosive, right? So he pulls the card out. No, don't say that word. We'll get in trouble.
So is it like if there's like a string on the card and
you line the pack with plastic explosive, right? And then when he opens the pack, you blow up the card shop.
What is this? Fucking Looney Tunes?
This is just terrorism now.
Whoa, Belly, whoa. I didn't say that, Belly. I'm talking about reality television here.
Right.
Yeah, I was trying to say Looney Tunes.
1 out of every 100,000 booster boxes is just a booster box filled with C4.
The C4.
That's a good reality
opening day.
Yeah, it's like Russian roulette.
Store
that would get me back into Magic, dude.
You open a bag and you can just die.
You just die.
The LGS great insurance scam off.
Tor, maybe we can weave in somehow death and murder into this, but what
no,
you
Belly,
had me
you're
going
missing
on
the point. You're missing the point. There's nothing like that.
Sure. But what if we take Tor's concept?
Yeah.
We have like a fake chase card. What was your fake chase card, Tor?
Grey
Gazuga. And
I was picturing a poodle when I said the word.
We set up a bunch of like security cams and GoPros around, and we see different people's reactions to pulling the card. Do they like tell everyone? Do they get super sneaky and try to walk out? Like, what happens to these people?
You know what we should do?
Like, we punk them.
This is actually a good idea, right? This happened to me once at a LGS. I was going through the basic land station, and there was a fetch land in the basic land station. Actually, I was with Grant at the time. It was like flooded strand or whatever. And he saw it and was like, oh, we have to give this back to the LGS. And I was like, we should just fucking take this thing.
There you go. The two types of personalities.
Yeah. And we did end up giving it back to the LGS. And the owner was just like, oh, this must have been a mistake. I'm going to talk to, our stalker and tell them, this is the issue. But I feel like you could do that when you have cameras. You have cameras on the land station. You put like fetch land in there, right? And then you watch the Magic players like at
they just pocket
night. Yeah, to see what they do, right?
Yeah, okay. And you have people post up outside the game store with like super soakers, so that if they just pocket and walk out, they just get blasted with water and it ruins the card.
It ruins the card.
There is a show called like "What Would You Do?"
Yeah,
that's like basically like this.
I feel like you could still like coat the card with like some sort of bio weapon, right? Where if you choose
I do like
the card, maybe.
Yeah. So you coat the card with anthrax.
Yeah.
That way, if they take it, they die.
I do like
they
this.
touched it already,
stakes.
So they're already gonna die.
No. Because if
like
they're like,
timed.
oh,
yeah,
I should turn this in, they'll only get like really sick. They won't die if they turn it in.
Maybe no. Okay, we find some sort of cardboard eating fungus, and infect the card with it. So when he puts it with his other cards, it not only destroys the card, it destroys his entire collection.
Yes, I like that.
That's awesome. You're finally
what you
free
do
now.
You put like you somehow like how they have like Apple tags now to track you. You put like a tag in the card, and then you track. So if the person takes the card home, we punk them and like send a SWAT team in.
I was gonna say we just stalk him. we spend the next like 30 episodes just following this guy around in his life.
Yeah,
we blow our entire budget just terrorizing.
Oh, we make him think there's a poltergeist in his house. Like he goes to work, we break in, stack a bunch of shit, and then just get his reactions.
Yeah,
I feel like
how far would he go before turning in the card?
I don't think he ever turns it in, and we just like push him to the brink of insanity.
I don't think he puts
it'd
two and two together.
Okay. All right.
I feel like what if we spent the 30 days like just spend a fucking year just stalking this guy without even fucking around with him, and then just at the end of the year be like, hey, remember when you took that card from the local game store? Well, here's every fucked up thing you did over the course of a year, read out to the public, You cheated on your girlfriend.
I'm like, yeah.
Like just ruined.
So like, yeah, say so we track him, right? And say he has like a loved one in the house with him. We abduct them.
Yes.
We abduct them, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, we need the card. We need the card or they're going to get it. And then that's part of the reality show.
They have to fight. It's like a Taken kind of thing.
It's a Taken kind of thing, and they have to fight my dad.
I like that too. It's coming together, I think.
So what do we call this show? A show where we gang stalk someone for a year after they
terrorize them.
Yeah.
Magic the Terrorizing.
I love it, dude. I think
Magic
we got a
gang
winner.
Stalking.
Yeah.
Magic the gang stalking.
Chewy's Comedy Club.
We
just do it to Chewy.
We should do it to Chewy.
Chewy's our one contestant.
Yeah.
Like Chewy wakes up, Zach standing naked at the foot of his bed.
I'm oiled up.
Why'd you take the card, Chewy?
And then like he blinks, Zach runs out of the house.
Okay, wait. I got it.
Yeah, we all just each take turns, like
standing
nakedly,
at the foot of Chewy's bed.
waking him up.
Yeah, we take turns getting naked and oiled up and waking up Chewy.
We're in a van out front of his house.
Yeah. Well, like throughout the night, he keeps waking up. And one of us is naked and oiled in front of his bed.
I got one.
And then you would go like, I have to drink this oil with milk to bulk up.
We're also drinking the oil.
I got a good idea. Somebody's got to spend a week in a room, right? Like to win like a Black Lotus or something or whatever. No, they get a Black Lotus. They have to hold it in this room, right? But you can't put somebody in solitary confinement. That's like against the, I don't know, human rights.
Sure,
or
you can. No. If they sign off on it, you can.
Oh, okay. Well, I still think this would be better if they're in a room with your dad for a week and they have to protect the magic card from your dad. But then there's also like loudspeaker, just like over and over, like Sasquatch jokes. Just Sasquatch is 24/7 Sasquatch.
Oh, sassy the Sasquatch.
We just hire.
Yeah.
We dress my dad up in a Sasquatch costume. We dress my dad up in a Sasquatch costume, and then we Clockwork Orange pump in just fucking Sassy the Sasquatch voicemails, and they have to fend off my dad, and he won't always be violent. Like sometimes he'll be trying to like dance with him.
And watch like, YouTube videos.
Yeah. He'll show him like knife YouTube videos.
Now this one here, this one will slice
like
right
this.
through that.
Okay, this is not. So they have to last. How long? A week?
A week, year, decade.
A week, and we give my dad his Diet Mountain Dew.
Okay.
So he'll be like bouncing off the walls and like angry.
And they can bring 5 items with them.
Yeah.
What about like something like a lot of these reality shows these days are dating related? Like usually some conceit on dating. Like
see that one works because Magic the Gathering players don't have relationships.
Wow, that's not necessarily true.
That's not.
I like this direction we're going down, Jack. I feel like that's a whole other side.
Oh,
of the
sure. I'm just trying to brainstorm other types of.
You have to go on a date with my dad and wow him to win a Magic card.
I now I'm thinking back to like the Swan. Okay,
now I like
why don't
this,
we just
you have to get my dad to climax in order to win a Magic card.
What about
think, nerd dating shows or something like that is probably something that has been done, right?
Right.
You have to scratch my dad's back during the date. There's like things you have to accomplish during the date and make it come off organic. Like you have to scratch his back. You have to pick like his leg scabs. You know.
Yeah. And could we volunteer your mom as well, Zach? Have both.
Sure.
You know, you either go the Vicky route or the Joe route.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you have a threesome with them. You have to have a threesome with them at the end. And you know what a spit roast is, Zach?
Oh, bro, come on. That's my mom.
Well, no. Well, it depends on where she's at in the spit roast.
Okay.
That's
not kosher. That's not kosher.
All right, we're out of here, folks.
We're out of here.
One more. And then we get a bunch of people and they're like, "What's your favorite planeswalker?" And they're like, "I like Vivian. I like other person, Jace. I like Chandra." And then we're like, "Okay, well, you signed the contract. We're now going to turn you into your favorite planeswalker." And then we give them very invasive surgery to make them look
make them into the planeswalker.
Yeah, and then like if it's like Chandra, it's like Chandra. We like weld a flamethrower to their hands. Or something.
You just make them grotesque creatures.
Nico Bolas, you just like fucking sew horns onto their head.
I'm sorry, but Johnny is a Phyrexian now, so I hope you like no organs.
Oh God!
Wow.
All right, that's all.
So it's either that or getting spit roasted by my dad and Zach's mom.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I love you, man.
I love you, Mana.
I love you, man.
Great up, dude.